Dear chess friends, dear ChessMood family, I'm Grandmaster Johan and today I'm very pleased to share with you another interesting topic, defensive sacrifices. Here we are playing with the black pieces. As you can see, it is a really sharp position where both sides are playing for an attack. It's black to play and we have to be very careful. White's main threat here is to play Queen e8. In this way, he will generate the mating threat of Queen g8. At this point, please pause your video and try to come up with a good defensive idea for black. Try to find black's best move at this moment. Okay, I will continue. In the first place, we should notice that king takes f7 would be too risky. White would then have a very strong attack here. He would play Queen e8 check, and after King g7, he cannot really give mate in the corner because our bishop is protecting the h8 square. But instead, he could play here Queen h8 in order to force the black king to the center. After King f7, Queen g8 check, King e7, Queen e8 check. Finally, black's king is in deep trouble. There would follow King d6, Rook c6 check, King d5, and Queen e6 mate. This is something that we definitely have to avoid. On the other hand, if we try to launch an attack ourselves, let's say Queen a1, trying to give check on f1, well, after Queen e8, Queen f1 check, King h2, it's true that we would get the f2 pawn, but here also the white bishop, just like the black bishop, is performing a great job along the long diagonal. So at this point, white would be able to play bishop g2. And unfortunately, black has run out of checks. He cannot take on f7 because then he will be mated in 1. On the other hand, if he tries, let's say, bishop d4, trying to continue his attack, again, there will be a mating net here. White would give check on f8. We can not go to h7. We already know the mating pattern here, Queen g8 mate. On the other hand, if we go to f6 instead, white could give mate in different fashion. He could play here Rook c6. And finally, if we play Queen takes a4, in this way, it's true that we would avoid the move Queen e8. On the other hand, white could play now Queen c5, creating a new mating idea with Queen f8. Black's only chance would be Queen a3. But incredibly enough, white finds a new angle for his attack. He could play here Queen e3. In this way, he's preparing to play Queen e8. And there is nothing that black can really do about this. For example, if black plays here Rook takes b7, we would play Queen e8. And mate will follow here, either on g8, or if black takes on f7, we have Queen h8 mate. From all this follows that black must take drastic measures. And that happened in the game. Black played here a very nice move, Rook takes b7, eliminating that very important bishop on b7. The thing is that after Queen takes b7, black is just in time to play Queen e4 check. And in this way, we are able to swap off white's most prominent attacking piece here, the queen. Obviously, had white played Queen e8 instead, insisting with his mating idea, well, we would simply play Queen a4 anyway, now that there is no white bishop on the long diagonal anymore. So in the game, after Rook takes b7, there followed Queen takes b7, Queen e4 check. White had to take on e4, and after f takes e4, black was to exchange down, but he has a very strong double threat here. One idea is to play d2, and another one, of course, just to pick up the knight. At this point, white made a last try to save the position by means of Rook c7. This is a very clever move, because if black plays here the most natural choice, d2, well, there would follow knight g5 check. In this way, white would secure a draw, because the black king, of course, he cannot go to h6 due to Rook h7 mate. On the other hand, if it goes to f8, well, white would then have a fork by means of knight h7. So the only choice for black here would be King g8, and after Rook c8 check, King g7, Rook c7, that would be a perpetual. However, in the game, black noticed this and played for this reason King f8. And here, there is nothing that white can really do about the advance of the d pawn. The game saw the move knight g5, and after bishop takes d5, 8 takes d5, d2. Rook d7, black played simply bishop d3 in order to secure the advance of the d-pawn. A very nice defensive effort here by black. Key move, rook takes b7, in order to force the exchange of queens. After queen takes b7, black was very quick to play queen e4 check here in order to swap the queens and emerge with a winning advantage. At this point, let's have a look at a little exercise. In this position, as you can see, we're a whole piece up. However, white has a very strong attack, and he's most probably preparing to play rook f1 check next move. How do you think that black should react against this? Which would be black's best move at this point? Please put your answer in the comment section. Thanks for today and see you next time. Good luck, thanks for joining the channel and ChessMood.